Good morning. Welcome to the weekly news roundup for the 10th of June? What does it say? The 8th of June in my notes. The 10th of June, 2018. First on the agenda here, E3, the whole gaming expo, which is really more for journalists really than anything else, is in full swing at the minute. I think as the time of recording, the EA conference is finished. Tons of things have been announced, really. We got more information on Anthem. A 4-player co-op thing was announced. Was shown, rather, not announced. We also learned that it's online only. There's no single player and there's no offline mode, which... Are we going to see the next... what is it? Error 52? From Diablo? Something like that. We're going to keep seeing those, I wonder, when it comes up? Maybe. Battlefield 5, I think was rumoured, but then announced. But I'm not sure. And we're finding out that it's having a battle royale, or a bottle royale, as I put in my notes. It's getting a battle royale mode with same world destruction and team gameplay and vehicles as in the main game, which is actually quite nice to see. But I mean, team game and vehicles is already in PUBG, but the destruction part is going to be pretty cool, I think. And lastly, all of the main stuff has been announced. FIFA 19, Champions League crap, and blah 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 blah. Now I'm not going to go into into any other E3 stuff until next week, because E3 I think finishes on like Wednesday. So I want to talk about one of the new games that have been announced, and that's Hitman2. So Hitman was released a few years ago now, and it was an episodic game. Some people liked it, some people were pretty annoyed by it. Me, myself, I was okay. I don't really mind, I suppose. Played through most of the game. I think I'll probably play it for this channel, actually. It might be a good idea. But Hitman 2 is not an episodic game at all, and it's releasing the 13th of November, which isn't too far away, really. About 5 months or so. We got a first look at the first area, which we assume is the first area, actually. It's Miami. It takes place in a Formula One kind of setting. The trailer makes it look like you have to assassinate one of the drivers. So that's going to be fun. They have also announced an online co-op, which is actually out now, actually, thinking about it. If you've pre-ordered the game, it's a sniper challenge. Another sniper challenge. But it just looks like it's going to be only sniper mode, which is a little disappointing, to be honest. Having a proper co-op Hitman kind of game, that'd be great, but there we go, that's that. But Hitman 2, can't wait, looking forward to it. And lastly, I'd like to talk a little bit about Steam. Now, recently, I wouldn't call them edgy, because I don't like the word edgy, but let's go with shit. 2 shit games have just come out recently. One of them is Mass School Shooter Simulator. Actually, I don't think it's called that, but something around that. And AIDS Simulator. The first one in question is you take the role as the shooter or the police, either gunning down civilians or helping to not gun down civilians. I think this even had mainstream news reporting on it, and Steam was blamed for it. Like, well, I mean, it's not Steam's fault, but it is surely their fault. It's on the system, on their platform, rather. But I'm in two minds about this, to be honest with you. On one hand, I mean, you can make whatever you bloody well please, really, when it comes to video games like this, but it doesn't mean people are going to buy it. The whole thing really comes down to context and the current state of the world as it happens. We can make games about World War II and World War One because it's not there anymore. It's first one's 100 years ago, and the second one is coming up to 70 years now. I mean, it's the current situation in the world really isn't a world war. But when it comes to mass shootings, that happens all of the time in America. I mean, it's 10th of June now, as you might have guessed. I think there's been like 3 in the last 2 months. Or at least something like that. I kind of don't tend to want to look at the news when it comes to this kind of stuff. So it's still raw. Like, for instance, if someone made a game about 9/11, it's been 11 years, 10 years, it's been 17 years. think it'd still be pretty raw, and even then I think it'd be quite distasteful when it comes to this. And that's the thing about it, really. It's all about taste and being. It's just not. I appreciate the game for. I mean, it's a shit game for a start. You just look at it; it's awful looking. I appreciate the game for trying to exist and trying to be that, but it's just not at this moment in time. When the America has fixed their issues with mass shootings, I think then we can look back on it and think, oh, those things used to happen. Yeah, that was awful, and now we can talk about it in this kind of light. But maybe not now. But the other one I want to talk about is AIDS Simulator, which I don't think is going to be right in any sort of context, really. The description, I'm not even going to go on their page because it was awful. I'm going to have to bring up the Jim Sterling video where I saw it because it's probably been taken down now. It basically says you have been infected. You've got to shoot all of the people before they infect other people. I don't really know what to say. It's pretty darn awful, really. Man, it's just... People, please stop. And that's all the news for this week. And we're going to go on to the channel update. So this is the second week. It's actually going really well. I'm seriously enjoying it. I've got the... What do we call it? The schedule up here. I've not missed a day at all. In fact, I've added a day on the stream on the Wednesday because my partner was away. So I was able to do that stuff. And this week, starting tomorrow, we're actually starting off a daily series, as well as the one at 8 in the morning, BST. We're doing one at 4 in the afternoon, BST, and this is a pretty new game. I say a pretty new game, it came out last week, and I purchased it pretty quickly after seeing loads of people play it, and like, this looks pretty good. I'm not going to say what it is, it will come out, and it's kind of open worldy, kind of not, but it's alright. Yeah. I enjoyed it quite a bit. So, that's been Overshot, so thanks for watching. Bye.
Your friends will abandon you.